Hello friends, welcome. Today we will try to understand the meaning of a word called underdog. Any dictionary if you see, the word underdog is given as weak or downtrodden. But underdog is a word which has a very broad meaning. In any fight, in any contest, whether it is a game or it is love or it is an electoral fight or it is a business fight, whenever a strong person or a team and a weak person or a team are competing or contesting with each other, we do not expect the weaker team to win, but we all want the weaker team to win. Our sympathies are always with the weak person. You might have seen many movies. In many movies, the beautiful girl always loves a weak person, an unsuccessful person, or a failure. Why? See, in this world, we are all failures. Most of us are failures. Somebody is a failure in beauty. Somebody is a failure in terms of money. Somebody is a failure in terms of health. Somebody is a failure in terms of fame. So every one of us or majority of us are failures in some way or the other. So our sympathies always lie with a failure. In any movie, a very beautiful girl, there are two options for that beautiful girl. There is a very rich and successful person, and there is a poor person who is not very successful, but obviously a person with a heart of gold. If that beautiful girl was my sister or your sister, we all want her to marry the rich guy and successful guy and have a comfortable life. But in a movie, we all want the poor guy to get the girl. In the end, when the girl comes and hugs the poor guy, tears of joy will be streaming down our cheeks. Why? I ask, hey, why are you so thrilled that the girl fell in love with the poor guy? No sir, justice happened. I am very happy the poor guy got a girl. Why? If such a guy also can get a girl, I also will get a girl someday or the other. So we all want or we all support the weaker person. On a street, there is an accident. A car goes and hits a cycle, or the cycle goes and hits a car. Whom do the public scold? Whom will the people blame? They always blame the car guy. Car guy is always wrong. The guy who is riding a cycle is always right. If this guy says, no, I was parked, I was on the right side of the road, this guy on a cycle came and hit me, then they say, no, he is a kid, he doesn't know, you should have watched. So we never blame the poor guy, we always blame the rich guy. So in any fight where a strong man and a weak man fight, our sympathies always lie with the weaker person. We want that weaker person to win. We expect the strong person to win, but our love and our sympathy is always with the weaker person, because when a weaker person wins, we get a kick out of that. So this weak person who does not have a chance to win, but we all sympathize with them, we all want them to win, is what is called underdog. Here I was telling, okay, when a weak guy gets the girl, why are you so happy? No, when a weak guy wins, we all get a feeling that we won. So in movies and all, we get a satisfaction when a person like us wins, when a person whom we identify succeeds. So this is called vicarious satisfaction. What is vicarious satisfaction? Any vicarious feeling. A vicarious satisfaction or a vicarious feeling is anything that is not directly experienced, but somebody else is experiencing that, and we identify that with person and we get a pleasure. All our parents tell us, see my dear son, I wanted to study at Harvard, but I had to drop out of high school. So you have to go to Harvard and fulfill my dream. When our parents are living their dream through us, when a father or mother lives the dream through the child, what are they doing? They are getting a vicarious satisfaction. So anything vicarious is something that is indirect, or anything that is experienced in an indirect manner is called vicarious. So when an underdog wins, there are many cases of underdogs winning in the history of the world. See, America is a very big country. America had a fight with Vietnam. Vietnam is a very, very, very small country. America is one of the mightiest and most powerful countries in the world, and Vietnam is a very small country and they do not have much of sophisticated weapons or equipment. But in the fight between America and Vietnam, Vietnam won. Vietnam was a underdog. Nobody expected it to, get that kind of success. Of course, in war, you cannot call it success, but Vietnam could defeat America in Vietnam War. So this is a situation or an example of an underdog. Or 4 or 5 years back, there was a incident in UK, Britain Got Talent. So there is a singer called Susan Boyle. So this Susan Boyle is a 47-year-old, not very good looking, not very sophisticated looking singer. When she came on stage, the entire audience was laughing. All the judges were looking at her almost with fun or feeling of humor in their face, that this middle-aged woman came, and when she said, what's your goal? She said, I want to become a singer like Elaine Page. Everybody was laughing. But when she started singing, like everybody was mesmerized. A person with absolutely no expectations, a person who was not given any chance of success, within 5 minutes, she changed the entire world's perception of her, and in the end, she ended up second in the finals of Britain Got Talent. So this is a great example of an underdog achieving success, an underdog winning a competition. So thank you. I hope you have understood.